It's never fun making videos like this one. I just sold all my shares of Lululemon at a 44% loss. I have been holding this stock since 2024. And I know, I said it, I made a mistake. I overpaid for Lululemon, but at some point it got undervalued and I believe that it would make sense holding the stock. But I don't believe this anymore. And just for a simple reason. And it has not much to do with Lululemon actually. I was looking at other companies in my portfolio, the local, Wise, even Root that I recently added. These are wonderful companies and I'm trying to understand how they manage different challenges. For example, Wise, when at some point interest rates were negative in Europe, they were actually paying to keep money. But then interest rates became positive. They didn't know what to do with the extra cash they are generating. This is a challenge. Well, I did that by reading the annual reports in chronological order, which I never did before, and also listening to the earnings calls. And you get excited about these companies. You know that in the future, they are going to be bigger than they are today. Wise volume is going to be bigger with a high probability, I can say that, in 10 years than it is today. Same for the local. When you look at Celsius, there is a high probability that in 10 years, they are going to be selling more cans of energy drinks than they are today. But I cannot say the same thing about Lululemon. It is undervalued, but if you look at this chart, I wrote an article a few weeks ago about why we hold value traps. Lululemon, I believe, is one of them now. And you look at this chart, it tells you that over the long term, what matters the most for a company is revenue growth. Of course, the company has to be profitable. They need to have good margins. But what creates the most value is revenue growth. And it makes sense. When the revenue is growing, if margins stays the same or becomes better, the cash flow the company is going to be generating long term is also going to grow. But when you look at a company like Lululemon, it has quite low margins and the margins are getting worse. So the story for the company is getting worse. Now there is this proxy fight between the management and the founders. There is also Paul Singer who invested in the company. I don't know where this is going. And it is not a stock that I'm willing to hold. I know that nobody knows what is going to happen next. Maybe I just saw at the bottom and everything is going to go up. I don't know. But I don't want to own such companies anymore. Because 2 years ago when I bought Lululemon and the investor I am today, it's not the same. I became a better investor. I know 2 years ago I made this mistake with Lululemon. I made other mistakes in the past. Actually, most of my investments were mistakes. I just celebrated my 10th year as an investor and I'm still making these mistakes. But over time, the mistakes are becoming smaller and smaller and the effects also smaller and smaller and I'm making fewer of them. So I don't know, within 40 years, only 40% of all my investments are going to be bad ones. Because it's very hard for you to be successful on 100% of your investments. Probably it's going to be 60%. This is what Peter Lynch says somewhere. 6 out of your 10 investments are going to be good ones. But still you're going to win if you manage to do that. But for me right now, I think 7 out of 10 were mistakes. But it's getting better. So let's go back to talking about Lululemon. A few years ago when I was looking at an investment, I was looking at it on the basis that it is undervalued, that the intrinsic value is, let's say, $100 and right now it's trading at $70, so I can make a 30% profit. This was my conception of value investing. But I has evolved. I was more like Benjamin Graham, then I became more like Warren Buffett, early Warren Buffett, and now more towards what Charlie Munger thinks that the intrinsic values actually must grow over the long term. And this is what I believe too. When Celsius is selling more cans of energy drinks over the long term, the intrinsic value per share is increasing. When Wise is generating more cash flow from the volume of transaction on their platform, the intrinsic value per share is increasing. Same for the local. Intrinsic value per share is increasing. There are exceptions in my portfolio, for example, Crocs, which intrinsic value per share is increasing because they are buying back shares, but not really because of more sales. That's an exception, but also Crocs has a very powerful brand. Unlike Lululemon, both are fashion, but it's not the same. Crocs, anyone can recognize Crocs. It's a controversial brand. People talk about it. Some people think it's ugly, others think it's beautiful. So people are always talking about Crocs. But we cannot say the same about Lululemon. They changed an industry According to the founder Chip Wilson, he was the one who introduced Steve Jobs to Apple stores, telling them that they have to be selling their own products in their own stores, because this is what he did with Lululemon. They made this vertical company that they make it, they sell it, everything, no wholesale, everything is indoors and it's capital light. They give the manufacturing to someone else. Wonderful business, but it's easily copied. We can say the same with Wise or the local. It's a business that is hard to replicate, especially Wise, which is why it is so much of my portfolio. There are hundreds of companies trying to compete with Lululemon and they are losing. I believe that maybe they will grow in China, but you cannot just rely on growth in one country. Maybe they will grow in Europe, but the margins in Europe are much lower. They have higher margins in the US and China. And the more I'm reading about Lululemon, the more I'm trying to understand the business, the more I'm finding things that I don't like. For example, the taxes. They have high tax rates because they are based in Canada. It's easier than for American companies, newcomers, to try to compete with them. So what's next with the cash? Of course, the markets are crashing because of the war in the Middle East. I'm not hoping that the market keeps crashing. Of course, I'm hoping that things get better, because if things continue to get worse, it will create inflation. But there are opportunities in the market. I'm going to use the cash, not immediately, maybe over the next few months or even 1 year. I'm going to use all the cash in my portfolio because I have quite some cash right now. I'm not going to rush. There are new companies I'm buying. I will talk about them later. And there are companies I already own that I'm buying more. Booking Holdings is one of them. And also Celsius, which recently became undervalued. I would recommend you watch this video about Celsius. Have a nice day and goodbye.